Okay, I think ads should be over. How's it going, everybody? Welcome in. GG's on the first nagging. Thank you for the biddies, Ian. Ian, have you seen the Otter revamp before now? I meant to ask you if you had thoughts on it. I have not. It's a little cursed, yeah. He doesn't quite look like an otter to me. He looks a little alien. But it is what it is. Beb giveth and Beb taketh away. I haven't taketh away yet. I'll wait till Ian least expects it. Next question he answers wrong. Alright, I'm gonna try to draw a comic tonight, and I think I want to take a new approach to it. It's like a Lilo and Stitch otter. I can see it. $10 you'll forget? I'm not taking that bit. It's gonna be out of sight, out of mind like 5 minutes from now. Also, Nagan, are you well? I saw you say something about being able to eat earlier. So I assume you're at least a little better. Is Nagan sick? Nagan was sick. I don't know if still, but I appreciate like the all caps concern. You're a real one. Still coughing junk up in the morning, but much better now. Hate that for you, but also like yay. It's not as bad. I had the plague. So I think what I want to do with comics moving forward is do more like storyboarding. Because in the past I've drawn them like one panel at a time. And then get like halfway through a second panel and realize that I want everything to change in the first one. So I'm trying to be smarter. But I tested negative on Friday, so I did leave my apartment over the weekend finally. It's going a bit stir crazy. You just like isolated for a week or something? Or was it like physically you weren't able to leave? Coughs. Ian, if you get us sick, I swear to you. What's up, Hootward? Ian with coming in with the bits and then the resub? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I can't believe we already have 4 monthers. Enjoy your otter emote. And no ads. And this guy. What you up to, Hootward? How's it going? Isolated for a week. Honestly, I don't do much anyways. Same. So I figured better to just make sure I'm not coughing uncontrollably out and about. Yeah, that's the considerate way to do it. You're a real one for that. Painting plastic dudes. I assume none of us will ever see those. That's exciting. Never got COVID because I don't leave my house. I know for a fact I've had it once. I'm pretty sure I've had it 2 or 3 times though. I think I got it before they even put a name on it, actually. That was back when I was sort of in the medical field. It was icky. Nope, go figure. I hope you have fun with it. Worked retail during COVID, yeah. Selling old medical books. They weren't all old. We got some first editions. I feel like I did the at-home test at the wrong time, so I probably had it more than once. At least once now confirmed, yeah. I never had much luck with the at-home tests I got. Heyo, it's me, the problem, and I'm here to be yours now. Welcome in, Ratski. How you doing? Did you say you were off today? Did I read that earlier? I got the 4 free at-home tests just in case, and then didn't need to use them. What a waste. It's a good waste, but... At least they were free. What was the secret? Oh my gosh, Ratsky. I've been meaning to ask you about it. I didn't want to rush you either, but I didn't know if you had feedback on the last thing I asked you. Mine were free. I'm just saying better free than paying for them. Yeah. I do have today off, and Philly canceled something tomorrow for the heat wave, so I have off tomorrow too. Dude, this heat is garbage. But another day off sounds nice. See, I'm the problem? No, I assumed you had a ton going on. And like I didn't want to rush you, but also I felt bad because like you already gave me some monies. Okay, I'm so scatterbrained right now. I'm drawing a comic about some bunnies. Some bunny rabbits. I don't know what style I want to make them in though, so I'm just gonna start some sketching. Put up those reflector sheets on my east-facing windows last year, and I'm so happy. Those have been quite noticeable in reducing the temp outside. I've heard about those. I didn't know that they like actually worked. I always wondered. It's one of those things that like sort of seems like it makes sense, but also sort of seems like it could just be someone selling you a thing. But if it's that noticeable, that's sick. Rexamish. How you doing? How you doing? How's the heat wave hitting you? Have your windows melted yet? Bebington. In the last window, it's a little spotty because I was at the end of the roll. If you put your hand in the spot on the couch where the sun comes through fully, it's way warmer. That's wild. You have like a direct proof of it working. Sweating. About to be at the grocery store, but I'll be back soon. You're always at the grocery store. Actually, I don't think you've said you're at the grocery store in my chat. Really don't like this year yet, but we're gonna roll with it. We just sketching, we storyboarding. Rexy, do you go to the grocery store every day? Thank you, Nagan. So it's not just me. Like every third day. I won't lie, I kind of used to do that myself. I used to like never know what I would want for the week, so I would just get like a few days of things at a time. I am judging? Go ahead, Ian. Do your thing. Going to the store more than once a week is wild. A little bit. I'm not surprised you're judging me, you're 18-9. Grocery store and phone calls, man, my specialties. I bet you sometimes do both at the same time. Phone calls is wild. I agree. I said ew about phone calls the other day, and Rexy and Dev thought I was saying ew about Rexy. I just do not ever want to have to phone call someone if I don't have to. Like, it has to be dire. Calling is like emergency business. I don't even answer my family's phone calls. Same. You have the ability to text me, people. Okay, I don't like this rabbit, so I'm starting the rabbit over. Bye-bye, rabbit. Nagan, you also hate phone calls. Milk goes quick in my house. I always manage to forget something. Actually, it's okay if you just enjoy going to the store also. Only Ian's gonna judge about it. Let's start a new layer. I'm very scattered in my process today, but it's okay. Trying to figure out what style I want to do. Okay, should be like your big ears, your big old rabbit ears. I'd rather drive 20 to 30 minutes to someplace and see if they have what I want or even open than call and ask. I'm kind of the same way. Like any like store or whatever that lets you check on their website if they actively have it in stock and like what aisle it would be on and stuff, hero to me. If I can't check that, like I either just don't go or only go if I already need something else there. I can't imagine calling to check to see if people have something. Businesses answer phone calls quicker than emails. Rexy, you sound like a marketing agent for phone calls. buy more milk. He's not wrong, Rexy. I would rather wait 3 to 5 business days for an email back. It's true. It's true. I relate. Rexy is definitely a phone trying to lobby for calls. Yeah. She thinks we don't see through her. Okay, so I like this head style. I think I want him standing instead of sitting, though. I get almond milk so it doesn't spoil, and then it sits in the fridge for like a month because I hardly use it. I market all kinds of things. Sell us on something, Rexy. Do your best like marketing on us right now. My milk doesn't spoil. Doesn't it last like months versus like a couple of weeks? Sell us on footwear. Hootie, I almost said that. I didn't want her to leave though. Ain't no way. Oops. I had my erasure. Okay, so he's sitting now. Having a kid makes a difference, yeah. I did drink a lot of milk as a kid. Thank you, dear Naggin. Oops. The cute cat bib, thank you. Thank you. I'm becoming a cat person. That's a whole lie. Okay, this angle is wrong. Should only have one leg going. Okay, so this needs to go back. What kind of comic are you making? Just like a little, like 3-panel web comic with like a little joke at the end situation. It's gonna be a very dumb joke about like the word carrots versus carrots. Just a little wordplay comic. Just gonna make everybody groan. Like, I just got to the store. I can't market nothing right now except Kroger. They have all the things you could need at great prices, and also you can earn fuel points to save money, gasoline. And with these high prices, that's a must. I could have read that in a better advertiser voice, but you did good, Rexy. Best I could do while pushing a buggy and sweating. How about you focus on shopping? Gas prices are about to shoot up again too. Yep. It's wonderful. Buy gift cards for Twitch and get 4 times points for gas to pay any of your monthly subs. Nagan is my marketing partner, but I handle the phone calls. See, it's a match made in heaven. Rascally Rabbit. How's it going, Jimmy? Welcome in. Hopefully I don't go anywhere and buy gas once every 3 to 4 months. Yeah. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. It's every 3 to 4 months. Yeah, it's not that long for me, but I'm about once a month buying gas right now. I feel like his head is massive right now. Literally only leave my house on Sundays to drive 20 miles round trip for the store. Should I get gas like once a week? Well, yeah, you drive to the grocery store 3 times a day. Whenever I go places, I'm usually being picked up by someone else too. Yeah. That's smart. I love when people stand in the middle of the aisles. Just tickles my fancy, I tell you what. I hope they're standing right in front of what you need to look at too. Run them over. You know she's thinking about it. Look here, babe. Most I drive is to go to my parents, which then makes it getting gas 2 times a month. Still better than once a week. Okay, I'll be back. I need Angie music to get this over with. Enjoy your screams and shopping. They were too. Just gave him the old munch face. Be careful saying that to people in the South, but yeah, that's fair. The song I was gonna put on, I'm not even lying. Rexy did share a like remix of that the other day. For legal reasons, that is just an example of lyrics and not a suggestion to actually let the bodies hit the floor. Okay, I'm back. I've called customer support for Staples and reordered some parts. Is Staples messing with you? Staples giving you trouble. Imagine calling people. That's the one, Bib. I knew it. I knew it. Sorry, I had to get an orange. Sounds good. The first case ever in our database at work is from 1998. This program is older than I am. That hurts me to read, Ian. Nope, apparently I decided like an idiot to not make an account when I ordered my business cards. Oh. I want to reorder, so I had them added to my new account. Ian, you're just a baby. That, I will say, is the worst part of mobile. One audio source only, yeah. On the computer, I can listen to 4 streams, a YouTube video, and my music all at once if I want. That hurts my brain to think about. Just a baby. Imagine not having a 19XX birth year and still being drinking age. Yeah. But time is an illusion. Is Perfect still banned? Perfect was here last week. I unbanned Perfect for a day. Not drinking age yet. That doesn't help things, Ian. Not gonna lie. 90s were 10 years ago, yeah. Feel that. Feel that. Shots at MocoCon. Did you know I hate what you just said to us, Ian. I hate those words. Rexy, focus on your shopping. Stop that. I do agree. I do agree. That hurt my heart. We do be in the second half of this year, Ian. That is how basic math works. Okay, so I need to figure out how this other rabbit is gonna be. This one needs to be like standing, I think. Ian really trying us tonight. I wrote 2024 on a check the other day, so I IDK what time it is. Naggin, it's June. Oh shoot, I was gonna leave 35 minutes ago. What the car? Okay. Okay, so it's gonna be kind of like a bit of a blob down at the bottom. Gonna be holding out one arm. This rabbit over here is gonna be showing off a fancy bracelet. When's the next stream of Starpoo Valley? I'm not answering any questions. Until you show that game some respect. Never gonna show that game any respect. Oops, never mind. Rexy did it. Rexy and I not on the same page. Rude, you call it star poo. Okay, I already like the second rabbit better. I think the nose is a better choice on that one. So I aim for more something like that. Oops, can you tell I'm on a delay? You're always on a delay. It's expected by this point. But also I love that Udi hates that game so much, but is already looking forward to the next stream of it. $24-hour Beb and Rexy stream, only if it's also a Rexy Naggin stream. And Ian, I suppose. Naggin, if you do a 24-hour stream, that's like 4 years of streaming in one. Knock out your annual stream for 4 years in one go. I think maybe just like the toe hanging out over here. The longest stream I've done is 8 hours. Okay, I actually don't have room to make fun of you then. I'm like crapping out after 3.5. Start to fade. I don't watch you play, I have you on as background noise when we play. Interesting. I'm waiting on Beb. Rexy, you know the rules. Can't believe you would do this to me. You know the rules. I don't care if it's a mental block or what, but I did have plans to just do co-working streams and then never got the motivation to do them. I get it. I thought about doing co-working streams, but then I felt like if I'm like actually trying to just be productive, I'm definitely going to be more productive off stream. And I know that's like an adjustment thing, but I feel like I should just be goofing off and doing fun stuff. This head is huge. Do it or else. Did that help? It's worth a shot again. Okay, I don't like this head shape. Gonna take the part that I do like. Kind of adjust things around it. Probably doesn't help that I far more enjoy watching streams. So like, why stream when someone else is streaming? Yeah, I feel that. Which then narrows it down to weekends. And then I don't want to on the weekends. Yeah, I almost that exact same thing happened to me when I was trying to figure out my schedule. Because there was a little bit of like, when do I stream that other people aren't? But I kind of gave up on that. But then I was trying to stream weekends. And I just wanted my weekends back. Went through the same thing, trying to find the times when you won't interfere with people you really want to watch. Yeah. Lady at Staples wasn't sure how long it would take for the IT dep to add my old order to my new account. I just refreshed the page and it's already there. Heck yes. Sounds like it wasn't too much trouble then. Doing a lot of surgery on this rabbit. Don't mind me. I'm gonna feel out the face shape I want to go for. It's looking a little Cusco. I think maybe something like that, but just make the bottom bit a little more rounded. It's a bit too rounded. This guy closer to that shape. here. Maybe like a little fancy pants bracelet. She got this fancy bracelet as a gift. She's bragging to him about how many carats it is. Make it one of those slap bracelets. Okay, what's the joke that goes with that then? Okay, what if I do like the idea of a slap bracelet? What if she has one slap bracelet and then the other bracelet is a real one that she like finally got an upgrade for? She's like, I got real jewelry now. Or maybe he just has a slap bracelet and he's like astounded that she got a real one. Okay, $60 for 1,000 business cards ain't too hick. Do you not know what a slap bracelet is? I do, but I have a joke for this comic. What's the slap bracelet joke? Do I not know what a slap bracelet is? How dare you? How dare you talk to me like this? I want to call someone out to see if they know, but I don't know if they're here at the moment. I'll call out a worker. Or the Live Strong bracelets. Oh my gosh. Dude, I thought I was so cool wearing those. Didn't really have a clue what they were supposed to mean, but I saw other people wearing them. Thank you, Rexy. I had a buddy that had like 8 of those, each with different things on them. I had a collection of them, for sure. Yes, they were peak live when I was in 5th grade. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm glad it wasn't just like a brief 2-year thing while we were kiddos. Shrek Mania is in. Oh yeah, brother. How's it going, Lunar? If you didn't have a slap bracelet, you didn't have friends. Interesting. They weren't like that big of a deal in my circles. That was their second peak. Also, this one guy does kind of look like he's on house arrest or something with this slap bracelet over here. Imagine if like the house arrest anklets were slap bracelets. So is Hulk Hogan. There's a Fallout house at Halloween Horror Nights. That's pretty cool, actually. I wanted to troll about it, but That does sound pretty sweet. We're a Fallout fan. The only peak that mattered. Okay. Hootie and Rexy, Lunar says it is good to see you and you two specifically. Shrek fact number 4. DreamWorks lawyers had to watch Shrek 2001 to make sure it didn't cross into copyright territory since it parodied Disney properties. Interesting. Lunar, I was about to tell you a Shrek fact in return, but I googled it to double check, and turns out I was lied to. I know way too much about Shrek. It was that story about it being like Shrek was the project where they sent all the less good animators to work on instead of their big things. Apparently that was a lie. Wasn't that Toy Story? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I know nothing about Toy Story. Except that it starred Clint Eastwood and Neil Armstrong. Yeah, I heard about that too. Yeah, it was spread around a lot for a while there. Toy Story best CGI movie? Okay. Okay. By the way, I know it's just dudes being nice, but it makes me giggle when they ask if I need help loading my car with my cases of water. Thank you, but no. Do you need help? Maybe they just knew that you threw out your back recently. Is it actually, Leonard? Is this a truth story? Okay, I'm not gonna pretend that I would sing, but happy birthday. Happy birthday. Here's a birthday glizzy. Listening to you on brand new headphones. Heck yes. Okay, your back is better now. I forgot to ask. Forgot to ask how that was going. Happy 50th. Who do you think's everyone's 50? He calls me 50 and he's like 17 years older than me. I agree. Like, I'd carry my groceries and one or even 2 cases of water up to my apartment, and my landlord was trying to help me once. Like, nah, I do this every week. I just got it. Nah, this helps keep me in shape. It's okay, Bev. I'm 54 according to Hootie and 74 according to Hex. Which one of those is right? So at least you're younger. You thought I was 50 also. You're not free from this. Bebington. Imagine. Okay, that was only when I first met you, though. It's been ages now. So now I'm what, like 52? But I honestly thought when we met you were like 27, which I suppose isn't too far off. Dude, Nagan, I don't even want to think about how many years ago we must have first encountered each other. So that means I've been like active on the internet for so long. I'll give you 46. How about that? How actually dare you? How very dare you? I just hit 55 months sub to Margot. So almost 5 years. I guess that does track because like pandemic is what made me start doing art. We're the same age, so you're 46? Correct. You're just more mature than I am. Thank you for saying it so I don't. I'm trying to think of like direction I want to go with things. I think first I want to make both of them a bit bigger. You're welcome, Beb. This is facts. Everyone knows so. Can't believe you would call me mature. Maybe her a little bit bigger. So they're kind of even. Beb, you're my adultier adult. I agree, Nagan. I still don't feel like an adult. I still feel like early 20s masquerading as an adult. I think I'm gonna like double use this panel, which I don't think is typically advised, but I'll redraw it because there are gonna be some differences, but I have a plan. I have a plan. Bev's the only adult here. It's about time someone recognized. Did you know that when I'm 4 words into what you just wrote me, and I'm already skeptical of what you're telling me. It's going to be something about platypus and James Cameron drinking blue milk. Did you know when filming the Titanic, James Cameron wanted genuine panic, so he built the interior to scale and flooded it with 90,000 gallons of water with the actors in the rooms? Bev is the most adult out of all of us. See, now I just don't know if I should trust Nagin ever again either. I already knew not to trust Lunar. I hated reading that statement. Same. I did a binge on the Titanic a while back, and I think I remember reading that. Bro, I'm not the one that told you they sweat blue milk. Okay, Hooard. I mean, I said pretty sure. I'm not 100%. Okay, so I'll like... Pretty sure I can trust you. Rexy, I don't actually remember if he was the one that said that, but he is the one who made it a Star Wars thing. Repeating it doesn't make it true. So what you're saying is you repeated this Titanic thing, and you don't know if it's true. Okay, I gotta draw. Okay, so in the second panel, the guy rabbit, gonna be taking a close look at her bracelet. Oh my goodness. They did have a near life-size replica of the Titanic, and they did flood it with massive amounts of water, but the actors weren't there. It was mostly stunt doubles and was all completely planned out for maximum safety. That's wild. Okay, so half true. I mean, it was a 90% replica. That's crazy. Some could say stunt doubles are the real actors of the movie. Making the set is for sure what makes scenes, yeah. They didn't want to just CGI the whole movie. The Inception scene, yes. Where the room is turning. The behind the scenes to that was so cool, yeah. You gonna see 28 years later? I'm sure not. You've never seen the movie Titanic or Inception? I will say though, for 28 years later, they should have waited until 2030 to release it. Inception was great. Hootie, did you watch Tenet? Waited 23 years. Yeah, they were so close. No, you didn't see it? Okay. It's a tough sell, but it's kind of like wild, like Inception was, but also makes somehow less sense than Inception did. Didn't know you got the same ads on PC and mobile. You're double dipping in the ads? That's so kind of you. Okay, so he's like super inspecting her bracelet in this panel. I might want to rotate it. Yeah, I think this angle makes a bit more sense. I switched to my phone. I'm too used to hearing streams on my phone. This looks, what, Ian? Are you being a heathen? Never mind. No. I need to know if it looks bad. Now is the time to fix things if this is a bad direction. But also maybe it will look better when everything has color. It's hard to know. Don't want to be panned. Ian, I swear to you. What if I emphasize that it's a paw? Does that help the sus? Okay, does it? Ian, I swear, you are the least helpful. It's the nicest thing anyone has said about me all week. I'll be here all week. I can keep it coming. I got you. Okay, I'm done being outside for the day. It's too hot. Me too. I did way less than I needed to today because it felt gross. Do you remember MySpace? MySpace like broke me. I feel like I was a whole different person before MySpace. Chugging water. All week, it's Monday. Listen, Rexy, don't discredit my compliment. Maybe was how I learned HTML. See, I apparently underutilized MySpace. Because I hear everyone talking about learning HTML and all this stuff, and I did none of that. MySpace wasn't around by the time I got social media. You poor thing. You missed out on, like, absolutely nothing. Although I feel like you probably would have enjoyed the sass of, like, managing your top friends. Beb, you don't even like Facebook? Facebook is garbage. Beb, you remember Moco Space? Yeah, I watch them every day. I don't have a clue what Moco Space is. Is that a real thing? I started on Facebook. What a, like, intro to social media. It's just an off-brand MySpace. Mobile social network designed specifically for mobile devices, offering features such as games, chats, and photo sharing. Ian would have been savage over his top 8. Yeah. I remember, like, someone sat at a different table at lunch or something. You're moving down to 7. We were wild back then. I think Tumblr is my oldest social media. I tried to get into Tumblr. But that was like when I was self-conscious about sharing things. Like sharing my work. And so I was like, I'm going to get on Tumblr. I'm just going to dump all my writing that I've done. And then I saw that it got no attention, and that made me think I did something wrong or something. This was back before I had a clue how anything works. Zanga. Oh my gosh. Never had a Zanga. Tumblr was number 2 for me, then Twitter, then Insta. I don't think I cared about top 8. I cared more about the emo song choice for the page. Does anyone remember doing, like, song lyrics as your away messages and stuff? MySpace had its time, Rich. Don't be salty. Everything gets replaced. Twitch will fade away one day. That's what you think. Also, was I being salty? Oh my gosh, yes, especially for AIM. I would be so vague and dramatic with all my lyric choices. Yeah. And like I was this is this is gonna make me cringe. But I was the person who would like just post vague random song lyrics as my statuses on MySpace and stuff. Thought I was so deep. Same, okay. At least we're not alone in it. Sometimes I still feel the urge to like share lyrics from songs that I hear. But now we can be like discreet about it and just like set it as the background music for a reel or something. Why would you put song lyrics as your status? Ian, I don't know how to say this without sounding condescending, but like I feel like you kind of had to be there to understand. The internet was like a weird place back in the day. You were that deep. It's time to bring it back. Okay. I'm gonna start doing my stream titles like that. Like when I first got social media, like the internet was still kind of like it kind of felt like a novelty. But at the same time, we all wanted it to be something like serious and cool and useful. So there was this like weird in between that we were trying to navigate. So like we had this tool for all this great communication, but we didn't know how to use it yet. So it ended up being a lot of Blink 182 lyrics. Sorry for being 2 years old when you were posting song lyrics. I hate that. I hate that for me. It'd be amazing. If I remember, I'll do it next time. Green Day 2. I'm trying to think of who I would have posted like the most lyrics from. I definitely had a period of time where I probably was posting a lot of the band Chevelle. I was way obsessed with them for a while. And probably some Foo Fighters. That was an MCR. Okay, listen, Lunar. I'm afraid to have this conversation like ever. But I know like 2 MCR songs. But this is why I was afraid, Nagan. Ian, I'm sorry, but you weren't alive when MySpace even started. What's wild is that Ian was probably only 2 when we were doing that mess. Yeah. Well Enough Alone was the best Chevelle song. I need to not get on this rant. The album after that was very important for me, Rexhamish. But also I was obsessed with that album when it came out. What is Chevelle? It's a car. We're doing car talk. I was birthed the following year. No, it's a like rock band. I don't know like what subgenre you would put them in. It's very like angsty alt rock, I guess. I'll send you a few good songs. I need to know what Ian says about them. I'm very curious if he listens to them, if you send them. Probably won't like them, yeah. I feel somewhat certain. Rock isn't for me. I get that. Most rock is not really for me these days, honestly. But I feel like you would prefer rock to the kind of rock that I listen to. I listen to like grimy rock, grimy gross. I love rock and roll is one of my favorite songs ever. Did you ever play it on Guitar Hero? Ian would have hated the show on Thursday. I don't know. Maybe it would have changed him. Sometimes the live experience changes people. I hated reading that, Ian. I can't imagine not having Guitar Hero in my past. Like I still wanna play it sometimes. I can't bring up too much about music to Beb because he's gonna dissect and explain everything. Wow, Rexy. Wow. I almost missed that. I cannot believe you. Yeah, Guitar Hero died very quickly after DJ Hero, yeah. Rock Band was better to me anyway. I said which I love, and then you said, but you gotta strap in. Rexy sees talk of music, and she's like, "Oh, buddy, here it comes." I liked Rock Band better too. Thank you. I'm Wii Fit times. I hate that for you. Wii Fit was like barely even a game. If you didn't play Guitar Hero to the point that when you were done, your sight was whack from staring at the screen so much, yeah. I used to like just all night. And I had to turn the volume way down so I could barely even hear the music. So there was like no point to really be playing, but I just had to get better. I have my Wii, it's like 12 years old now, still plays well. But is it fun? Also, hello Lorenzo. Bear attack? Are they attacking me? You have fun? I mean, that's what counts. I did like the Mario game that was on Wii. Or maybe there were two that were on Wii. I liked Galaxy and Galaxy 2, whatever systems those were on. Wii is a retro. I hate all of this. Why are like we're just like set on making me feel decrepit tonight? Love music and I love Beb's appreciation and understanding of it. I just can't fathom how he gets so much info. It's called having obsessions. But also, like, I'm from a family of musicians, so it's just been like boiled into me. Beb is a musician, very much no. I thought I was going to learn guitar and like start a rock band at one point, and that was a fun like 6 months. Top song ever. Spit It Out by Slipknot. Is that on Iowa? I thought that too. I can play guitar, but not like these other folks. I couldn't even play it. I was not dedicated. It's time to get the band back together, babe. Do you want to be my vocalist? I can play the triangle. Well, I can too, so kind of doubled up there. What about electric kazoo? Can you play that? No, it was on their self-titled. Okay. Rexy, I need to not talk to you about Slipknot. Such great heights. It's a good song. Oof, guess you're out of the band? Wow. Wow. This has been an emotional roller coaster these past 2 minutes. Take my electric kazoo elsewhere. Start a Slipknot cover band with Rexy. Replace all the vocals with kazoo. But have you heard the cover? Because OMG, the cover just hits different for me. Don't get me started, Beb. They're my favorite. I know every song, been to every show in and around Georgia since 2006, since Ian was just a toddler. See, this is why I need to not talk to you about them. Because I have opinions that their fans will not like. Again, when I was 2. Why did everything happen when I was 23? I don't know, dude. 2027 is going to be nuts. I think I've only heard the original, but to YouTube I go. Rexy, can you ensure that that gets to me somehow? I'm curious. Even though Nagan was sharing with you, not me. It's my chat. It was an influential time for us. I'll send it to you, Beb. Thank you. I didn't want to ask, but I do want to hear it. Nagan the real MVP. Nagan is the MVP. Emo Beb listening to music. When I found this version, it was my top song for the year with I think almost 1K listens. Heck yes. I'm excited. Okay, Lunar. Lunar. When you say emo Beb, do you mean like my tuber or like me if I were an emo teen listening to music? because one of those options is going to be way prettier than the other. Your bear? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Oh my god, man, that gingerbread man was really good. Thank you. That was a redeem from Perfect that I completely ignored and turned into Gingy. Love that I've been in the top 0.1% of listeners for Slipknot on Spotify and 0.3 for Eminem. Listen, do you want to see what Perfect requested of me? Oh, it's gone. I deleted it. Did I delete it? No, I didn't. Okay. Perfect requested these 2 words. Giant wrinkly and inflamed face sobbing in pool of his own tears. Nailed it. Okay, Lunar. I gotta run potty. When I get back, we're gonna draw your emo dreams. There were like 50 scenes of that in Shrek. Why did you need to draw it? Why does anyone need to do fan art of anything? What is this logic? Okay, I'll be back. Watch my doggies. Oh my gosh, there's so much emote spam. What is going on? I'm so concerned. I'm so confused. I can't scroll back up and read what happened before this. Is everyone okay? You have such a smarty pants. Rexy, I got back to my computer as you sent that message, and then I just kind of let things happen for a bit. You the best? Is that Dylan? Yeah. Thank you, Beb. I wanted to let you have your moment. I don't know why, but his just like word emotes crack me up. All right, Lunar. Lunar. Dude, me too. I want to get like a theme going with my emotes like that at some point. Can't decide what direction it should go though. Okay, Lunar, this is going to be interesting because I haven't drawn Beb very often in quite some time. Your theme is bears? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my god, I made it. How's it going, Dev? Dev, what's the best song of all time? Also, like, welcome in and stuff, but we're jumping right to the point. Getting right to it. Quick hide, it's Dev. I can't hide, Naggin? Wait, I lied. We're drawing emo Beb right now. Sorry. It's okay. It's okay. I was more impressed that both Rexy and Naggin like immediately had answers to it. I mean, it will change as all favorite things do over time, yeah. This is me in like 2006 listening to the one My Chemical Romance song I knew at the time. I really like Viva La Vida by Coldplay. I like that. I was obsessed with that song when it came out. Though I have had a favorite book for a very long time and I haven't found one to kick it from the top spot yet. What book? I still gotta read more. I am the messenger. I'm doing a Google. Wait. Why are you impressed with me, Bevington? That you had an immediate answer to the best song question. It always interests me when people like actually have an answer ready to go. He also wrote the book Thief. I feel like I've heard of that one. Book Thief is the popular one. Favorite band and all you know? Yeah. I was about to make a joke, but I didn't want to be mean to you. Ooh, I just got a package, and it's the last thing that I need to finish my bird piece. Okay, emo bib. Okay, so maybe you just gotta be kind of shad-faced. Be mean, Beb. Let me have it. I was gonna say something about how I was impressed that you had an answer so quickly, but less impressed by the choice. But that's not fair. That's not fair. We all have different tastes. I may spam you with music now. Now I can start a group chat and spam us both. Discord? What do we have in the Discord? I hope that link works. Tempting me with a good time. Also, that was not mean, Beb. It was mean. Your scales are just tilted because you expect mean from me. That's fair enough. See? How do you feel about mashups? It kind of depends. I feel the same about mashups as I do about covers. Like most of the time, I don't think they're necessary, but if they're like really well done, they can be an improvement. Do you listen to a lot of mashups or covers? I feel like I remember you saying you like a lot of covers. Listen to a lot of covers and mashups. I think they're enjoyable. But it's just like There's something about like the sincerity of songs that a lot of times covers just don't convey for me. You agree? Yeah. Like I don't have a problem with them. It's just like they don't tend to hit for me. One of my favorite artists covered a famous song, even though it was a female vocalist he was covering, but it sounded so close that I was like, it's nearly identical. What artist and song, if you care to share? You know who has a good mashup? The chicken that wrote Katy Perry's songs. That was a beautiful statement. I think she meant chick. I am cooking chicken though. Are you cooking the one that wrote Katy Perry's songs? She sings them herself at the piano and it's great. See, that sounds good to me. It's like I feel like the piano and like singer-songwriter behind a piano would like add something to it for me versus it just being like a Katy Perry pop track. I can link it if you want, if you care to share, Lunar. Favorite cover was JonTron's cover of Firework. I've not heard that name in like 10 years. Hope it's as good as her. I'm sure it will be. Seems like you know how to cook. Sent you a Slipknot Taylor Swift mashup. Very curious about how Rexy's gonna feel about that one. Okay, so then I'm gonna have sort of like this sort of eyebrow. Thought it was gonna be terrible, but somehow it works. There's like a Slipknot Justin Bieber mashup that I think is pretty good too. Rexy probably hates hearing this, but like sometimes those things work. Although I can't stand Taylor Swift, did you hear the Spice Girls and Slipknot mashup? That was another one I was thinking about. You sang that at someone's wedding? Actually, that's wild. Oops. Big erasure. I need a small erasure. I did. We did the dance too. It was great. It's nuts. Love Taylor Swift's Screamo covers. That's the only way I'm listening to her songs. Bev knows me well, but I'm willing to try anything once. Nagan, you found the Spice Girls one? Okay. I have a vision for his hair. I need to find the reference. But you know, I don't care what anyone thinks. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I respect it. Okay, so I'm gonna do another layer. See if I can pull off my vision. Need to draw with a pen and not an eraser will help. If you don't want to breathe my sulfur. Don't worry, I'll send it to you. But I think I've seen it, to be honest. But send me all the musics. I'm always listening to the musics. Ooh, Lunar Cranberries cover. I will check this out. You said that's one of your favorite artists? Never heard of him. Well, you're gonna see it again. That's so threatening. You're gonna watch this Slipknot again and you're gonna like it. A lot of artists I like. You're so real for that. Actually meant to be earlier to stream, but I got stuck listening to music for a bit. Listen. You do what you want to do. You arrive exactly when it's time. I'm a threatening person, I'm told. This eyebrow's barely gonna be showing, but I feel like it needs to be there. Just testing out the new headphones. How do you feel about them? I'm always excited about new headphones. Also, I gotta figure out how this bear is gonna be wearing headphones. I think he might have earbuds. I'm a little lame. You hush your mouth right now. There's nothing lame about personal tastes. Like Coldplay the most. Others are Billy Joel, The Beatles, Gregory Alan Isakov, M83, and Arcade Fire. I've never heard of Gregory. OMG Naggin, the Taylor Swift and Slipknot mashup does work. I get made fun of a lot for liking Coldplay so much. Tell those people to kick rocks. Spent like $700 on some good tickets once for Coldplay. Don't let anyone steal your joy, Lunar. I haven't listened to much Coldplay recently, but I do really like their first few albums. I haven't heard much after that. Nothing really beats their first few albums. See, I was worried that was going to sound like a something a Coldplay hater would say. It's like even fans feel that way. Because I know they've like super changed directions. But that do be a thing. People be evolving. Yeah, they just went full pop, yeah. Have they gone less pop again? Now you're driving 6 hours to see Fantastic Fail. I own their most poppy album on vinyl. Clocks is my all-time fave Coldplay song. Maybe Me Too. I really like Clocks and The Scientist. Is that what it's called? And like Viva La Vida was another good one. My least favorite. Oh, Yellow. Yellow is good too. Fix You. They do have some bangers. It was a birthday present. I was so disappointed. Scientist is Gems. Okay, I'm trying to remember how I draw my own dang bear. I've also not really drawn him with facial expressions all that much. So this is going to be interesting. I think this is like the second time. The headphones are great. They're Sennheiser 490 Pro, I think. Which ones am I wearing? I love Sennheiser. I have 558s on right now. I don't know what that means, but what they say on them. They're also like 10 years old, so. Nagginson and some banger mashups, though. Got a whole playlist of songs to listen to in my car on Crazy Loud now. Did you send Naggin the Bodies song you were listening to? Means there were 557 for it. Thank you, Howard. You're so informative to me, always. OMG, something just like this has a really good animation to it. Either that or someone stole the animation to it and put it onto their song. Like you found a video on YouTube that's really good. I shall send it to you, babe. You'll like it. My friend started a new job, so hopefully we still get to go. I hope you do, Lunar. Oh my gosh, no, but I'm about to. Hang on. Do it. Not what I was expecting, yeah. It threw me for a bit of a loop. If you're talking about the body song. If you don't go to the movie, it will make no money. I almost made a similar joke, Howard, and I don't know how to feel about that. I want it to do well for Lunar's sake. They haven't made a good Fantastic Four movie yet. Lunar, do you like the other ones? I don't know if we've ever discussed that. Okay, so I typically do just these little like buzz lines for his ear. Just like these kind of thingies. Just want to see it on that screen. It's like the size of a mid-sized big building. It's a big old screen. I like the 2000s ones a bit. Last time I saw them was also in the 2000s, so like could be a bit clouded judgment. Have you considered rewatching them, or are you like trying to keep them in the past so that like you don't find out that you don't like them or something? I'm always scared to rewatch things that I loved as a kid. The Napoleon Dynamite of movies. Those look roughly the same size. No. No, they don't. Is that better? This one still needs to be a little bit bigger. Oops. Okay, that's close enough. I'm actually going to do a rewatch of all Marvel movies in the next few years, but it's just like movies in general. It has less to do with me liking Marvel. Do you know, like, roughly how many movies there are? I was going to ask how many hours of movie watching that would be, but that seems like a harder number to know. Last year, Sci-Fi had a Friday the 13th marathon. These movies didn't age well. Do you think horror movies in general age well? Because that seems like a genre that's like really dependent on the tech available at the time. To me. Unless they're like practical effects. Oh, you agree, Rexy? I've never seen any of them. Okay, the chords for these are just going to be a single line. When are you going to play DVD? That's such a funny question. I'll play DVD when they add Stardew to it. If I can chase people down as Willy, I'll do it. You haven't seen a Friday the 13th? There's like 100 of them. It's crazy that they made 100 movies and none of them are good. Not one of them interests me. Bev, did you ever listen to Project 96.1 late night segment called Scratch and Sniff? I don't think I ever listened to it, but I like vividly remember my brother talking about it and joking about it and stuff. Don't remember if I ever heard it. Was that like the like DJ mashup stuff? It was. Yeah. I have like vague memories. I don't know if it was because like I actually ever heard it or just heard talk about it. I do remember like my brother would walk around going like scratch and sniff or something like that. It's about the sum of my memories. Jason X was my favorite. Jason is in space and he becomes a cyborg. Jason went to space years before Fast and Furious cons. Okay, I actually remember when Jason X came out, and I remember being a wee little boy and seeing a poster for that in theaters. And even at, what was I, like 9 or 10? Came out April. Okay, so I would have been 9 when this came out. Even at 9, I thought it looked ridiculous. But you're saying it's a good movie? Gotta watch Jason X. You watch Jason X for Hootward, and Hootward can watch Fantastic Four for you. The way you just said it was so deja vu for me. Oh, the scratch and sniff thing. The Leprechaun also went to space. It's like space is the last place a franchise goes before it dies. I also remember seeing the Leprechaun movies in the movie rental place we used to go to. Its covers were something. Just got off therapy. Welcome in, Caitlin. We are talking about movies and music, apparently. How's it going? It's so bad it's good. Okay, it's one of those. There was one scene where these two women were camping in sleeping bags, and he picks them up in their bags and just starts slamming them against walls. We have different interpretations of good, I think. Also, he kind of looks like Lord Zed, or whatever his name was, from Power Rangers. What about Star Wars? I loved when the Leprechaun went to the Death Star. Dang, I'd be listening to my inspiration music, and now I got chills. That's obvious. You think Stardew is good? Yeah, well, one of us is right. So, one of us is right, and one of us thinks Jason X is a good movie. It was Lord Zed. Lord Zed, okay. Rexy, do you see what I'm saying? They look like the same person. That was they reused a costume. Bing bong. All right, let's start coloring in this bad boy. Oops. Oh no. Okay, put this back here. Good part is I have all of my colors for my tuber saved. Bigger brush. I feel like if the dev emote was a bear, this would be it. Are you saying dev looks emo? Or the bear doesn't look emo? I should do a bear in a blanket. That is a good idea. Rexy, remind me to do a cozy emote sometime. Don't spend your points on it, but remind me. And no pressure to actually remind me. I can hear Beb's phone. Oh, you can hear that? I
I am seeing a bunch of notifications. Okay, I'll remind you. Okay, thank you. Also, did Ian answer any questions wrong today? Being reminded about remembering things reminded me that I needed to remember that thing. Good at reminding people about things? Ask Ratsky. Remind me to ask him. And if you need a reminder about these things, Caitlin is happy to remind people to remind others about being reminded of things. I got you. Thank you. Thank you kindly. I am here to do the remind. Caitlin is the MVP of reminders. I was gonna say, I know you aren't about to say I'll remind you to remind me. Only if I'm reminded to remind you. Okay, which color do I use for the nose? Is it this one, I think? This looks right. Exactly right, or right, as someone in chat says I sound. Whoever would say that? Who would ever say you sound like that? I can't believe it. Okay, so I want to convey that he has black hair, but I need to not use straight black for it. Maybe that's dark enough. I've got a vision for his hair. His hair is going to pull this whole thing together. I can't remember who it was, but when we played Stardew on stream last, banjo came out. It really did. I feel like I remember that too. Is this an emo bear? Yeah, we were talking about My Chemical Romance earlier. And Lunar requested Emo Beb listening to music. And he's got his little earbuds in. Cause over the ear headphones don't really fit him. I'm gonna give him like the emo swoop. Some sweet dyed stripes or something. Beb loves when the banjo comes out. Sure. Can you link the mashups? Do I need to start a music channel? Like in Discord, not YouTube or anything. Oh, heck yeah, they're from your state. My Chemical Romance is from your state. Not too far from where I grew up. Favorite My Chemical Romance song? Go. Actually, yeah, I would, but I'm not a mod in your Discord. I'm barely a mod in my Discord. Oops. I gotta quit drawing with my eraser. Okay, I want to give him a little swoop. Just a little bonus swoop over here. Okay, I hate these lines. Let's erase this. Let's use my stable one. Whoops. Whoops. There we go. Give him a good old swoop.
Cemetery Drive. Is that a song? They from Joyzy? Thank you for the venom for me. What?
Alright, I feel like he would have like some sick blue. What kind of brush?
It is indeed a song from the Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. Okay, I gotta Google something before I ask this question. Okay, is that the album with I'm Not Okay? I had to make sure that was even My Chemical Romance.
I had like a slight worry that maybe it was the Used and I was forgetting.
Babe, what?
What am I getting yelled at about? There's so many things that people could be upset about right now. Can you specify?
I like Dead and Famous Last Words. I can't decide between them. You thought I'm Not Okay was used. No, I thought it was My Chemical Romance. But then I had that little, like, what if I embarrass myself and it was this other artist thought. But remember Frosted Tips? Yeah.
There was this hairstyle that was popular when I was in like 4th grade. Where like you had spiked hair, but it was like just the very front was spiked. So it was like, this is, wait, hold on. So it was like, this is the hair on top of your head. And all of it was normal, but you had this little spike up at the front. And I used to always do that haircut. But a lot of kids had like this, the tip of the spike was frosted.
Used to have that hairstyle? Heck yes. Never really liked the Used. I liked like 2 of their songs. Same with My Chemical Romance. I thought you were supposed to be drawing yourself while you're drawing me.
Did you have blue hair?
The Bird and the Worm. I remember a dude did a like report in class on The Bird and the Worm one time. I did used to have some blue hair, heck yes. I had long hair, but my tips were frosted too. Yeah.
I used to always want to have like the frosted tips and stuff, but I never did it. The one time I ever tried to dye my hair, I accidentally dyed it the same color it already was. So I just gave up the thought after that. We can't be emo without talking about Ohio is for Lovers. Okay, listen. I'm gonna lose all of my emo cred, but I only know of their name. I know literally nothing else about them. Forgive me. BRB, gotta listen now. Yeah, this whole stream has just been people running away to listen to emo songs. You've heard Nikki FM. I love that. I promise you know. I don't think I've ever even heard of Nikki FM. So if I have heard them, it's one of those that like I've just heard it in like a store somewhere or something. For me, it's All That I've Got by The Used. I've heard that. It's a song, not a band. Oh, I thought. Is Ohio is for Lovers a band? I thought Rexy was talking two bands. I have all the albums, All American Rejects. I never really listened to them, but I liked the songs of theirs that I heard on the radio. Ohio is for Lovers is a song also by Hawthorne Heights. Is that am I following now? Okay, so I didn't miss out on a band. I missed out on a song. I also never heard Hawthorne Heights though, so same boat. Beb de Hickens, we got you. Listen, I didn't really listen to emo. Like I feel like my emo phase, if you could even call it one, was just like listening to sad songs by not emo bands. I hope it's not my playlist. Spotify is not recommending me a playlist called Teen Angst. Okay, I missed that. I hope it's not my playlist, although mine was compiled by my husband and he named it Katie Sue is Angsty 2. Incredible. I can hear All American Reject songs in my head. Is that good or bad? Where do you stand? How do you feel about it? I love naming playlists. It's like the best part of Spotify because the artists see it. You love them? I love that for you then. I literally have a playlist named Don't Just, which I know was from Babe's stream when she wrote it on her hands backwards. Does it does it fit the vibe of like the don't just mantra? Is that what, like, is that the theme? You use Apple Music, but another one was all teen boy bands, and he named it K Booty's Boy Toy Bonanza. That is a work of art. Also, thank you for being brave enough to tell us about K Booty. Probably not, but I must have needed to have a new name at the time. I feel that. You were talking about liking naming playlists, and I feel like none of my playlist names ever make sense. It's just like random thoughts. Random thoughts are just like stupid joke names I think of in the moment. I have several of Potch's playlists saved to mine, and I love naming playlists. Also, daily reminder: Justin Timberlake bought MySpace. Well, fun fact about that is literally this is the first time I'm hearing of this. Thank you, Rexy. Not just me. Why is the bear's long hair a different color than its fur? He dyed it? Do you think the blue is natural? Do you think he just like dipped it in platypus milk or something? Or for sure, looking at some, they're named. You're acting kind of sus. There's a pattern in the ceiling cracks. I will figure out this code, dang it. Do I have any playlist names worth telling? Okay, literally the first playlist name that I see is classic or whatever rock, because classic rock as a genre confuses me. I have one called Bumps in the Whip. I have one named Can I Please Stop Getting Sick? Does it help? Don't be mad because you believe platypus have blue milk. I believe nothing, Hootwood. Justin Timberlake buys his own social media network with MySpace investment. Wild. I forgot it was there, so I didn't play it to keep from getting sick. Don't you ever forget it again. So overlay, hopefully we'll do what I'm planning with this. I want to give him some good like sheen on his hair. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is gonna work. Best chicken tendy condiment? I kind of just like hot sauce, like a classic chicken and hot sauce, or barbecue.
Some of the names I have are Angie, Boppin, Cod Ghost, Camper's Rage, Throwback to Young, Why Am I Like This, etc. I like Why Am I Like This. Spare's a work of art. Thank you. I've definitely never done anything like this. I feel like you're continuing Perfect's trend of pushing my boundaries in a fun way. Or sweet and sour sauce. Beb doesn't like sauce. I like some sauces. Ketchup is the only sauce is unhinged Hootward. Okay, Rexy wins. Correct answer. Honey mustard. Honey mustard is okay. But I would like never choose it. I'm sorry. Ketchup or honey mustard sauce, but the sauce has to be really good, otherwise it's bad. Okay, correction. Beb doesn't like vinegar-based sauces. Beb doesn't like oil-based sauces. Like no mayos or no like ranches or blue cheeses, any of that. Beb doesn't like sauce. I don't think I've ever tried honey mustard. Yeah. Another one of my playlists by my husband is K-Bone's Country Jams. This is beautiful. Most honey mustard tastes really bad, like melted plastic. Honey mustard good on chicken. So tonight you're just learning my embarrassing names, and I thank you for this. K-Bone and K-Booty. Alright, everyone, what's your most embarrassing nickname? Go. I need to know the country artists on this playlist. Honey mustard is good on pretty much anything, Rixie says. I love it, but I need to find the right kind. My mom calls me Tweets. Is that like a bird reference or a Twitter reference? Okay, this might be embarrassing to admit, but I have a list of all the nicknames I've ever gotten, and it's a lot. Well, not Twitter, because she doesn't even know that's a thing, so I guess a bird. You never asked? Interesting. I guess it's kind of neat to just like have a thing that, like, I don't know, just like it's like a quirk that you don't have to have an answer to. I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense, but it's neat in my head. Grey Poupon. Hootward, how are you throwing out Grey Poupon when not 5 minutes ago you said ketchup is the only sauce? What is all this? I got a list of nicknames too. Okay, I thought I was the only one. I just, like, when I was in high school, we realized that I had just like a weird amount of nicknames. So I made a list back then, and I've just randomly kept up with it for no reason. I gotta get it because almost all I eat is chicken. I love chicken. I don't have a pic of said nickname list. Rude, Beb. Rude. Am I just supposed to send you random pics of things that we've never discussed before? Like, what is this arrangement that I didn't know about? Morgan Wallen, Kane Brown, Russell Dickerson, Luke Holmes, Lee Bryce, Chris Young, Cole Swindell, Dustin Lynch, Chris Lane, Thomas Rhett, FGL, Dirk Bentley, Jason Aldean. I think I've heard of like 3 of those. Yes, you are. We've talked about nicknames before. Okay. I've not heard of any of those people. Thank you, Nugget. So it's not just me. I've heard of a few of them, but it's definitely not a genre I know anything about. Some of those are what I consider country. Oh, country, I got it. Yeah. It's my least favorite genre. Kind of same, honestly. Okay, I think we're almost done with this bad boy. I'm not going to worry about making it like perfectly clean because I've already spent like an hour on it. I don't think I want to do overlay. No offense though, I like 70s through 90s though. Keith Urban, I've heard of him. Luke Bryan, I've heard of him. Gary Underwood, Jake Owen, Brett Eldridge, Old Dominion. New stuff is def pop, yeah. I like all genres, but different time periods. Oh, I know who Carrie Underwood is. Carrie Underwood is. That's it. She sings the football theme. Football has a theme? Am I about to get like publicly shamed for not knowing that football had a theme? Sunday Night Football. Interesting. I didn't realize that was a thing. Yeah, Sunday Night Football. Rich, don't even with me, Hooard. I didn't know either, Beb. Rixie. I don't watch sports the same. Apparently, Hooard's a big football fan. I don't like watching sports, especially not NBA, but I love playing basketball. I get that. I get that. Hootwood does not watch sports. Well, then I need to know why I got ellipsist.
Because it's Heward, yeah. It does answer. It does speak for itself. Oops. Uh, I don't think the shadow is going to make sense. I can shape it after I make it. Shape it till you make it.
So far, the houses they've listed are Jason, Five Nights at Freddy's, and Fallout. How many do they do there? All the ones that I know of around here, they have like one or two per location. Watched CMT religiously as a child. Other people watched Saturday morning cartoons. I watched country music videos. I literally only... Any country I know of is because of my sister. She used to drive me to school. And we would listen to country, and I hated it, but I tolerated it because it was cool to like relate with her about things. I love Fallout. I gotta finish the other games, even the OG ones. I really do want to play like Fallout 1 and 2. I want to play those old ones. Between 12 and 14? That's nuts. How many siblings you got? I have 2. Older brother and an older sister. I'm their little baby. Heward, I need you to tell us like immediately if they end up having a Fantastic Four house. It's very important that we know. Yo, baby babe. I'm also the BB. One older brother. How would there be a Fantastic Four haunted house?
I don't know. They could base it on how scary it is, how bad the film is, or something. But also, you mean to tell me that you can't think of like a way for them to make the stretchy guy or the rock man or an invisible person scary? There's so much more room for horror concepts with that than there is with a guy running around with a machete for the 73rd time. The thing in Mr. Fantastic stretching his arm. See, Lunar, you get me. Guess it might be pretty spooky for you and your friend in that theater. Why Beb's so sad here? I was told to draw Beb in his emo phase. So he's listening to like My Chemical Romance and stuff right now. Rock on. Okay, that gave me another idea. I'm adding to this. I thought I was going to continue the comic, but plans have changed, apparently. This will be the rest of the stream. I'm back. Welcome back. Dinner was acquired and eaten. Was it? I can't remember what you said. Was it as good as Katy Perry's Songwriter or whatever? Wrong brush. No? How dare. But it was weird and delicious. I'm sure you'll talk about it tomorrow, but I need explanation. Disney's profit margins on the movie will be scary too. Jason 1 might be a skip for me. Interesting. Got nothing done other than listening to music now again. I feel like I'm gonna need to listen to a bunch of stuff after stream. Trist. Hi, Trist. Welcome in, Trist. How are you doing, Trist? You got lots of DMs of stuff by now, I'm sure. Yeah. Rexy pointed out that she heard my phone vibrating from it. Crawls into chat quietly into the back of the room, pretending they've been here the whole time and not 3 hours late. Forget that I said welcome in just then. Hi, Trist. Welcome back. How have you been in the 5 minutes since I last heard from you? We've been talking about music, and I know that you've been here to hear it, but I'm reiterating that. Oops, gotta go. Okay, bye, Trist. It's been nice having you here this whole 3 hours. The whole park is gonna be Fallout themed. I did. It was at least 10 times. Why is his middle finger so much bigger than the others? It's not just one finger, Hootward. He's got a paw. Are you, Bev? I am sleepy. I'm gonna sleep real well tonight. Also, I've been sidetracked this whole stream, basically. But not bad. Not bad. I'm existing right now. I too am sleepy. You should go to sleep. It's what, 1 over there? Switch brushes. Okay, but I want to delete that, but I won't. Cue Hootie's bedtime joke.
I'm super reading chat out of order. Who will be at the Fallout Park on opening day confirmed?
Never go on opening day. Coward.
I was waiting for him to say it. He didn't know.
He won't do it just because you mention it, but then next time he will.
I'll sleep after. Unbelievable. Jokes aside, though, I've been getting 9 to 10 hours of sleep every night last 2 weeks.
I'm genuinely even more exhausted. Have you been getting good sleep is a question. Because like any change in your sleep routine can mess with things. But like if you're getting more sleep but worse sleep, it might not be helping.
Truth, bad truth.
I don't know which part is truth, but thank you.
Good sleep is a different question, yeah. Exactly. What song is this bear listening to?
Oh Lord.
Good thing I have a My Chemical Romance album pulled up. Helena. I recognize that title. Good sleep is a different question. It's been warm and humid, and both sets of neighbors have my anxiety dialed up to 200%.
Tell them to mind their own business. I don't know what they're doing to you, but tell them anyway.
The neighbors are the worst. Set their houses on fire. I don't approve of this message. The amount of "what snake is this" on Nextdoor app makes me want to just delete the whole app. Google it. Do you answer them, Rexy? Because I feel like you would take joy in being able to know those. I mean, I do like that song. I need to look it up to see if I actually know it. So long and good night. Okay, I think I remember it now. Thank you, Dev. They're not even loud. It's that they're just not nice people. Yeah.
Tell them to kick rocks.
At your service.
Lunar, I hope you like this delightful emo bear on your birthday, on your day of birth. Deleting it after everyone's read it is pointless. That's what you think.
I was watching my face, dang it. Dev, thank you for your support in this difficult time. Where, dude, how do I do anything in this stream manager view? I don't understand the stream manager view on here. It seems less useful than mod view. Chicken covers the face washing. It's true. Even though she said the chicken was weird, I'm confused by that. I need answers. Yeah, it's great. I love his sad face. Thank you. Where is... Did my message not send? Which one? I see lol 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 lol. I see one about washing your face. About what it was. I might have missed it if you did send. I am missing chat. Oh, I see it. I made a baked chicken casserole with Brussels and portobello mushrooms and onions and mozzie. Okay, that sounds incredible to me. OBS, Open Bear software. I need it. I need them to cater specifically to me. No, it's sent Dev and it looked great other than the mushrooms. It looked great other than most of the stuff that was in it, Rexy says. So chicken and bacon and cheese for Rexy. Yes, if you could just make that slight modification. Bacon and chicken and cheese, babe. Did it say bacon? Did I skip the bacon? And bacon. Okay, it was in the next message. Rexy, I can't believe you would skip the Brussels. I actually had a bacon sandwich this morning. I forgot how good they are. I don't think I've ever had a bacon sandwich. I was waiting for you to give me grief about the bacon part. I always do. I've had maybe 4 in my life ever. You should have more. Okay. I'm gonna look for a raid. I'll look for a raid chat. Brussels are a heck not unbelievable. Promise you, Beb, I won't run out of Shrek facts. You can just repeat them. I'm okay with hearing them again. If you ever do run out. For me personally, no judgment. Brussels sprouts are so good. I don't like Brussels either. Unbelievable, Trist. Actually, that's very believable, honestly. From what I've heard you say. I'll stop when I run out of good ones. Don't you dare. Oh, I didn't mean for Shrek to be there, but I'm not changing it. Are we leaving? We raiding. Hi, Dev, we raiding. Shrek Bop. Boo? Okay, never mind. I'll stay an extra hour because you were stuffing your face with chicken. I'm just kidding. Oh, the chicken. The chicken sounds good. Okay, we're gonna go see KJ. I've never been to his stream before. Dev, I'm realizing I've seen like almost none of our teammates yet. And I'm trying to discover them. There's so many people. I thought I'd watch like everyone. In my head, I saw all of them already, but now I'm realizing I was way off. So we're trying to catch everybody that we can. We're gonna go see KJ. He's back from vacation and doing a sponsored stream, it says. He's a teammate. I think he's participating in charity stuff next month too. So let's go show him some love. He is, yes. And I'm gonna be back tomorrow to hopefully keep working on the comic. Did not get very far, but we will tomorrow. Night all, yes. Everybody have a good night. Catch you tomorrow. Get your sleeps. Show KJ some love. See everyone. Enjoy your night. Happy birthday, Lunar. Hope you have a good night. I have my super long meeting tomorrow, so I might not be here. I hate that for you. I will see you Thursday if you don't make it tomorrow. Yes, happy birthday, Lunar. I think that's everything. Okay. Everybody have a good night. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.